Welcome back, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right, guys. So we didn't mention last week, Sookie and Jackson got engaged.
Which is great.
We're excited.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
excited. But there's big things coming with Jess and Dean, apparently.
Yeah, for sure. The last week's episode clearly was one where you kind of tip the scales, I figure, for the first time in Jess's favor over Dean. I do want to put a caveat anytime we talk about moving forward on the show forever, Rory's boyfriend situation, because I doubt Jess and Dean will be the last. I mean, the show's on for many years.
Yeah.
There'll probably be other men too, or boys too, God, that she dates moving forward. Caveat, understanding that we're talking about who these guys are now. It is obviously they can change when they grow up. They're all teenagers.
Sure.
You know, Dean may grow out of this really kind of like dude bro possessive thing that he's got going on. Right now it's gross a little bit. But he could grow out of it. This isn't like Dean is going to be a bad guy forever.
The thing is, he's not that guy that often. It's just when it comes out.
I think he is. I think we've seen it half a dozen times. I think whenever things are going well, Dean is fine. But the second that anything happens that doesn't go exactly Dean's way, a really ugly side comes out on him. I think this is who Dean is right now.
He's got an ugly side. Man.
No, he has a really ugly side.
He can be a really good dude, but it's like it's just like you said, if something doesn't go his way, it comes out and it's not pretty. It's really not.
It wasn't long ago with a thing with what's his name? I can't even remember. Tristan, right? The play rehearsal that he muscled his way into.
That was a tough hang.
Hated that. Right, and then we saw last week's episode, which is kind of the same level of possession. But anyway, what I was saying, same thing with Jess. We understand that Jess is not a great guy right now in terms of like lashing out. We're empathetic. He has good reasons. You know, he's a trauma survivor in a very real sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to get healthy attention. But
that's the thing.
He may grow out of it, but we're not really talking about that. We're not talking about the men that these guys are going to become when we talk about the show. We're not saying who's Rory going to marry. She's in high school. But right now, the fun of the show is talking about, is this a good fit for Rory right now as a boyfriend? Is this not a good fit for her as a boyfriend? I mean, everyone should be talking about that when they watch the show. That's what the show is asking.
Do you feel like that Jess is a good fit right now, though?
I kind of do. I didn't really with Dean, but here's the thing. Yeah, he does bad things, right? And they are legitimately bad.
They're pretty bad.
He steals and he damages people's businesses, right? Yeah, he does some things that really suck. I think he doesn't know it, and I think Rory's kind of been a good influence on him in those regards a little bit.
I think he's crying out for attention.
Well, he is crying out for attention, but I don't think he knows how much he's hurting other people.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
For sure.
But yeah, I think he is. And it's simply because Rory seems so much more herself and so much happier and a lot less defensive when she's with Jess versus when she's with Dean. She's had to, at least since they gotten back together, had to spend an awful lot of time defending herself and her actions to Dean.
Or coddling him.
Or coddling him. Yeah. I just think, you know, when she at the end of the episode, when she called Jess and not Dean, which I thought was really good writing, the way they set that up. She's happier. She lit up. She's a more comfortable person when she's dealing with Jess than when she's dealing with Dean.
What I'm curious about is I don't think Dean's long for this world.
I don't either. I don't.
I want to see the breakup. Right? How does he handle the breakup? How do they break up? Does she just tell him, "Hey, I don't love you anymore. I'm into Jess"?
Yeah, because we didn't see it the first time.
Right. Also, how does he react to that? Does he get violent towards Jess? Does he?
I don't think so.
Take it cool?
No. I don't think we're gonna get full on. You know,
they almost fought
Ike
once.
Turner. But that was
Ike Turner.
that was all Jess though.
That was all Jess.
Dean didn't take a swing. Dean just ducked out of the way.
There's been a couple times where he's threatened, but never really done it. So
no. I don't think Dean's that bad a guy. I just think his insecurities are just too red flaggy.
It'd be wild if he was, though.
Right.
We'll see. Basically,
I mean, obviously, if he gets mad and pops Jess in the face, then it makes the decision easy.
For sure.
Yeah.
But also, it feels like, you know, with the Jess character, I've only gotten so little of him. It does feel like we're starting something new, and I do want to see this. If you want to call it a redemption arc, whatever. I do want to see him kind of become like a healthier person, I guess.
I think he will,
and I do think it's gonna be from Rory. I think Rory's gonna help him find his way.
Well, I honestly think he's already gotten better. I don't think he's the same guy he was when he first showed up in Stars Hollow.
He's gotten a little better, but he's not the healthiest kid yet. You know
No,
he's still a little standoffish. I think there's still a ways to go with him in terms of like,
he's had like lifelong trauma. You know,
he has. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a dad, and his mom doesn't want him around, and that's been his entire life.
I guess really embracing Stars Hollow because he's still kind of rejecting the place a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we're going to get there, if it is going to be kind of like he's a nicer guy as the show goes on. But
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously grown a little bit already. I don't think it's too would be too out of character to kind of track that trajectory a little bit for it
I want to see more of that,
to kind of keep moving forward. I think we will. Obviously the last episode wanted us to embrace Jess a little bit more and say woo to Dean a little more.
Yeah,
like that's in the writing.
And also the Ayn Rand thing.
I know.
Yeah,
I have questions as to why Rory, who is an open-minded girl, right, is so into Ayn Rand. Maybe The Fountainhead is the only book of hers that she read, and maybe it's like, yay, I'm an individual too, without really getting the full Ayn Rand implications.
I hope it's a bit that goes on forever.
It really is. Mom, I shouldn't pay taxes to help the poors. I want her to say it at least once now. All right, let's get started. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here. Sorry we talked so long, guys. So give a special thank you to all our super patrons: AB, Actuary Lurker, Balish Foldus, Chris, Derek Peterson, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudhugunda Varapu, Torgeir Lingstad, Trey Contreras, Wearpanda47, Natasha Norse, and Yannick from Montreal. Thanks a lot, guys. Glad you're here.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If mine hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Patreon and the link below, or way ahead over there.
Wow, empty.
Just one of those weird lulls. Happens occasionally.
Can we sit wherever we like?
Wherever you like.
How about this table with its unobstructed westward view of the wide cosmopolitan expanse of Clump Street?
Tempting.
Or we could sit in the corner, you know, the mafia table, so that no one can come up behind you and whack you with a cannoli.
That's what that means.
The gun and took the cannoli.
You're so my daughter.
No, the counter. Those are not the power seats.
Yes, but
like
with no
the
one
counter.
here, we can sit at either end and play bagel hockey.
Just sit at a table.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're awfully rude for a guy who only has 2 paying customers.
3:30 on Friday. My debate at Chilton. Write it down.
Already written.
I feel like that's our usual table.
Yeah.
I now know more about doctor-assisted suicide than I ever cared to.
Cheery topic.
It's for you.
What?
Yep.
But who knows we're here?
Dean or Jess.
Lane, how did you know I was here?
Telescope. I got a clean shot
Oh.
at Luke's. I saw you and your mom go in.
I guess you're still grounded over that whole Henry thing, huh?
Are you kidding? It's the mother of all groundings. My mom's done everything but slap a Dr. Dre ankle bracelet on me. She talked all my teachers into allowing me to be homeschooled for 2 weeks. I believe the words highly contagious were bandied about.
What?
God.
I'm starting to think more and more that her mom sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dying for news.
Borderline
Yeah.
abuse, it really is.
Well, I've got a debate coming up, and Dean's been working extra hours lately. Mom and I haven't done laundry in 3 weeks, but I have taken to jumping into the gigantic pile of dirty clothes while we play our Reader's Digest World's Famous Polka CD. Sorry if that's all boring.
Are you kidding? It's the most stimulation I've gotten in a week.
See, that's not okay.
No, it's not.
Don't forget me in my solitude.
Never.
Bye.
You know, I really thought we were getting there last week with her mom.
So did I.
But apparently not. So Lane's mom, we're never going to get there with her, apparently.
Right.
All right, well. That is messed up.
No, it is.
Stay in your room. No
Can't
human
even go to
contact.
school. What did you do when you were a kid that was so messed up?
It'd be amazing if she's like
Did
a
you
fugitive.
sacrifice a chicken? Did you kill somebody? Did you? I know what you did last summer.
That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
got to be that. Yeah, she witnessed a murder.
Not two fat ladies again.
Why not? They're brilliant.
Because it's a cooking show and you don't cook. Plus, we've seen all of them like 5 times. They're all repeats.
Yeah, sadly, because one of the fat ladies met her maker.
So,
You couldn't possibly be wondering what I'm doing here.
I couldn't.
The debate's Friday, and we need more preparation.
More preparation? Paris. Kevorkian called today for a couple of tips.
I know we know the material, but there's issues of presentation that need to be addressed. You were not talking fast enough.
What?
You're only doing 135 WPM.
WPM?
Words per minute.
Of course.
As a comparison, I speak an average of 178 WPM.
Okay, word speed isn't everything. Sometimes I will add a dramatic pause to prove a point.
We'll have scant minutes to make our arguments, and we have to maximize our collective WPM.
Okay, let's just get going.
WPM doesn't save any time of saying words per minute.
Hey, you, how's it going?
Good, good. I'm on a little business
She's
trip
running
here,
that
and I thought
joint,
I'd
too.
call and check in on Rory.
Where'd this business trip take you?
Your neck of the woods, actually. I'm in the Litchfield area.
Really? How long?
I don't know, a couple of days.
If you're still here on Friday, you should come on down and see Rory in a debate at Chilton.
Really?
Yeah, it starts at 3:30. It's your chance to see the famous Paris in action. There might even be casualties.
Okay, tell
Yeah.
Rory I'll be there.
Really?
Why not?
Dairy's bad, too, because of the mucus. You haven't had any dairy in the last 48 hours, have you?
My cereal this morning. Dad, hi.
Did you give her the cereal?
Somebody get Paris.
She's
and,
so vicious. That has got to be Lane.
Lane, this is flat out stalking.
Look, I don't have much time. I've already used up my 5 minutes of phone time, so this is totally illicit, but I had to talk to you.
I don't know if I have time to pick it up.
What?
Can't you just wait for your grounding to be over?
Hey, I am a fanatic audiophile. That comes with responsibilities that a grounding doesn't alter.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Thank you. I have to go. Oh, and hey.
What?
You've got something in your teeth.
Stop that.
Better not be cereal.
Right? Yeah.
I thought we were going to meet by the vending machines for a little pre-debate non-dairy snack.
Yeah, sorry, Paris wanted to do a sound check.
The layout on this row of seats is causing a base problem. We've got to move this whole row over a foot.
Better
Oh
find
my
a seat
God,
before
man.
she moves them all.
Have fun.
Thanks.
I'd be like, why is this child yelling at me?
Did you see Christopher anywhere?
Well, no. Hey, what does he look like?
If you don't know, why are you looking?
Never met him.
I'm looking for a guy that looks like a guy that
Yeah.
you could be with.
Have they been friends forever?
Fred, hi.
Hi, Rory. I didn't think you'd remember me.
Oh, of course I do. How's the new school?
I love it, Paris.
Guess we're going mano a mano today, huh?
Oh man.
Poor Brad.
Oh, God.
You look sick.
I feel sick.
Each team will have 3 minutes for their openings, 3 minutes for rebuttals, and 2 minutes for their conclusion. I will be the judge, along with Mrs. Gladstone.
Mrs. O'Malley is impregnable. But yesterday I complimented Mrs. Gladstone's dumpy outfit.
We choose which team takes the pro or con side with the toss of a coin. A member of Hillside will make the call.
Heads. No, tails. I mean tails.
God, she's in his head.
Chilton will pick pro or con.
Pro-assisted suicide.
What a shock.
All right?
That's funny.
That's good, Brad.
There are many vantage points from which to consider doctor-assisted suicide.
Something gonna go wrong here?
Jeez, look at that kid. He's shaking. Ooh, and pale. He looks all white and tiny.
The patient must then initiate
no.
the process. The goal is euthanasia, a term with
gonna
its roots
throw
in
her off,
ancient
Yep.
Greek.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna see Rory kind of collapse there.
Previously cited South Carolina as their subsequent argument falls short of even a level of speciousness due to the fact that it doesn't even have a ring of factual truth.
You'd think finally they'd be like, okay, you won. Just
Yeah.
you won.
I'm trying to sneak a peek at the girl Christopher's with.
But you see, the entire concept behind the word sneak is not having people notice you, and what you're doing is shouting.
Notice me.
We'll meet her in a matter of minutes. Now, come on, watch the tiny shaking boy get shorter.
Burden over the nation's already overtaxed.
Oh my
Sneak a
gosh.
little peek.
That's awkward.
Yeah, you were busted.
That's it. Time's up.
Oh, but if I could just have a few seconds to rebut their charge of the cruelty of the act.
We take it back.
Okay, that's enough cruelty for one day, Paris. Your team has won.
But he's not dead yet.
You okay?
I'm sweating. I'm completely soaked through. And I think I'm catching a cold.
There they are. I see them. What do you think?
She's got good hair.
Yeah.
Plus, she's
Yeah,
been
she's
sitting for
really
an hour
cute.
and her dress is perfect.
Hi there, you two.
Hey, Lorelai. You guys get to meet at last. This is...
Sherry.
Nice to finally meet you.
Chris, I've told you about Suki.
Yes, you have. The famous Suki.
The famous Christopher.
I hear you're the greatest chef after Alain Ducasse.
After Alain Ducasse.
Honey, look who Dad brought.
This is Sherry. Sherry, this is Rory.
Oh, finally. I am so beyond thrilled, I can't tell you. All he does is talk about you.
She seems nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, beat right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I put you on the spot. I've just been really looking forward to this.
So Rory was great, huh?
Brilliant.
So,
Bad lie.
Sharon,
Yeah,
I know.
what's up?
this is a little...
Yeah.
Did you talk to her? Is she nice?
She's a witch.
Oh, good.
So, what do we do?
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be impolite if we didn't ask him to hang out with us.
So what do we do? Hit the vending machines?
Invite him to Luke's?
Does she seem like a diner chick to you?
Probably not.
Do you want to
Well,
see
there's
Al's
always our
pancake
house.
I do too.
Mess.
Might be the safest.
Okay.
Why didn't he mention she was with him? So,
settle
are
that.
you guys doing anything now?
Not really.
No, we're pretty free for the rest of the day.
Well, why don't you come back and see our place?
Oh, that would be great. I was hoping to get a chance to see where Rory lives in her room.
Oh, my room's really no big deal.
Oh, and the books. I've heard all about the books.
See, she seems perfectly nice.
I like the enthusiasm. I really do.
The verbatim transcripts of the debate will be ready in about a half hour. I thought we could wait for them and sit and talk about what we did right, what we did wrong.
Well, I'm actually heading with my group back to our house, so I really can't.
Oh.
Invite her.
Yeah, do you want to come? Yeah.
You get the living room, I'll get the kitchen.
What about the upstairs?
Oh, I've done this. Yeah,
Me too.
Company is stressful.
Just a minute.
They're probably gonna want something
Everything in
to
the
eat and
closet.
drink.
Yep.
Well, company usually does.
We have nothing.
We must have something. We have leftover Halloween candy.
Oh, waste
my
that on
God.
company?
Well, having company is about making sacrifices.
Hello?
Hi, Dad.
You guys need some more time to clean up?
He knows us too well.
Nobody opened the basement door.
Right, yeah.
Well, when you cut us off in the parking lot and sped off doing 60, I figured you were trying to beat us home for a reason.
Rory, you were wonderful in the debate today.
Thanks.
She wears intimidating boots.
I clocked the boots too.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, her approach will come in
definitely made
handy
for
when she
walking.
becomes a CEO or a dictator of a country or something.
Well, you were very poised up there, very sure of yourself. You know, I went to private school too.
Really?
Except that our colors were white and bright red. I looked hideous.
Oh, she's being self-deprecating.
No, I look like a peppermint stick. I swear that's where my addiction to clothes comes from. Well, we should go shopping sometime for clothes or whatever.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'll help you. Oh, no. Well, okay. Sherry, you don't have to help me.
No, I want to.
She's really trying to make a good impression. Good for her.
It's a little awkward, isn't it?
You have water right there.
What?
Us, you and me, our being here. I mean, you and Christopher were so close. I know it was years ago, but these things are never simple.
Well, just in general, things like this are always awkward.
I just want you to know that you should not feel like you need to get to know me.
Oh.
At all.
I'd be like, what are you hiding? You know?
I mean, just because Christopher and I are close doesn't mean that we need to be close. Or friends, or anything for that matter.
Things are getting weird.
This is getting very weird.
Yeah.
But I do desperately want to get to know Rory.
Well, sure, she's a great kid.
And that's okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Rory is so important to him. He told me about how he really wasn't a presence in her life for years and how he'd like to make up for all that time that he wasted. And he really wants me to bond with her, too. It's important with
I just think she's coming on a little strong.
I totally understand.
Good. So what are the chances of Rory and I getting together on this trip?
This trip?
How about tonight?
Kind of last minute. We're supposed to go somewhere.
The Friday night dinner with your parents.
You know about those?
All about them. I am so forcing myself here, it's embarrassing, but
Yeah.
that's how important it is. I mean, who knows when this opportunity is going to present itself again, right?
You'll have to ask Rory, but if it's okay with her, it's okay with me.
You know, you're as great as Christopher said you were.
Well, he's an excellent judge of character.
I can see her being uncomfortable because she came on real, like Lorelai being uncomfortable because she came on pretty strong.
She did. I've never been in a situation like this, but
Right.
I can see how it'd be awkward for all parties. You know?
Yeah.
Listen, I just wanted to tell you that Sherry just asked me if she could go out with you tonight, just the two of you.
And she sort of trapped me into saying that I could get you out of the Friday night dinner, which she knew all about. If you're okay going with her, just say, sorry, Leonard, we got company, I have to call you back.
Sorry, Leonard, we've got company. We'll have to call you back.
That was actually really nice of her to
Smooth.
make that offer. Yeah,
for sure.
I was wondering if you wanted to do something with me tonight, just the two of us.
Oh, sure, that would be nice.
Really? Of course, this does leave you a sad little orphan.
Oh, that's okay. I'll have one of my patented White Castle bachelor dinners.
Or you can come with me tonight. Rory not there, I might need a hostage.
Oh, yes, do it.
Okay, this is good grub. You sure they won't be mad?
Hi, they like you.
So we'll swing by around 6?
Oh, sounds good.
Okay.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Leonard.
I'll get it.
Oh, if it's Leonard, tell him I'll call him back.
He's so needy.
Humongous snag in the CD drop plan.
What happened?
Bible class has been moved an hour later, so it's at 10 instead of 9.
Okay, I'll make the necessary adjustments.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My dad brought his girlfriend to my debate.
The potential stepmom? Oh my God. Write a long descriptive letter about it all and slip it into the CD booklet. Oh, and try to include a candid Polaroid of her if you can.
I'll try.
Okay, so we won't be too late, probably around 10.
Okay, well, if you want to grab a drink after the movie, Rory's got the list of places that serve minors.
No, I got a flask in my hand.
Have fun.
Okay.
Bye, sweets.
Bye.
I think everybody handled this really well.
Yeah.
Sherry's really excited about this. It's such a great opportunity, Laura. Thanks for making it happen.
Can I just ask you a quick question?
Sure. What?
When I invited you to Rory's debate, was Sherry with you?
Yeah, of course.
It's just that you gave me no indication that she was with you.
What?
She
I must
wasn't
have.
there.
Nope, singular pronouns
Was
all
she?
the way.
Unless we didn't see her, but
She might. He wasn't at that meeting wherever he's at, but
It's okay that I brought Sherry along, isn't it?
Absolutely. It was just a surprise, that's all. So you weren't trying to hide the fact?
No, I'm.
yeah, this is.
So what do you think of her?
Oh, I don't know her well enough to judge.
Well, that's never stopped you from. Well, if it helps, she was saying really nice things about you.
Really?
Yeah, she said you guys had a really nice talk in the kitchen.
I thought our conversation in the kitchen was a little odd. She went on and on about how we never have to be friends or get to know each other at all
Yeah.
or try to force any kind of relationship.
I thought that part was weird too.
it felt weird.
So she just wants to get to know Rory, not me.
Well, I did steer her toward bonding with Rory, I'll admit that.
But not with me.
I wasn't purposely omitting you or telling her not to interact with you.
Oh, good. So you're not having me killed or anything like that? Because by the very fact that Rory exists, I am in the picture.
You can back off, Lorelai. You'll be in Sherry's life.
Good.
You had a fiance, I believe?
Yes, Max.
Right, Max.
That was not the same thing.
Actually, I think it kind of is.
He and I never met. I didn't even know he existed until late in the game. Hell, I didn't even know you were engaged until you called me from your bachelorette party. I was never part of that equation.
Okay, maybe. But
Yeah.
trust me, you would have been part of the equation eventually.
I mean, they both have really good points there.
They did.
Well, this is a surprise. Where's Rory?
A last-minute unexpected thing came up, but I brought a good substitute.
Is she sick? There are terrible things making the rounds these days.
No, she's not sick.
Yeah.
Christopher, this is a surprise.
Nice one, I hope.
A very nice one.
So, you never
I'm trying
said
to
where
remember that
Rory
hoochie
is?
hooch.
Rory's not here? Richard, you didn't even notice that your own granddaughter isn't here?
I'm afraid it's my fault, Emily. My girlfriend and I were passing through town, and we dropped by Stars Hollow for a visit, and she and Rory are off doing something together.
I'm sorry, I should have called, Mom.
Well, that would have been thoughtful. I mean, we set a place for her at the table and everything.
Well, Chris is here, so it won't go to waste.
You've met this woman?
Yes, Mom, I met this woman today, and she's very nice.
What does she do? Does she work?
She's the East Coast sales rep for L'Oreal Cosmetics.
Rory and Christopher's friend. What are they doing tonight?
Dinner and a movie, something like that. It's my fault that we didn't call.
Well, my trips are mostly local, just me and my
What's
Volvo.
wrong with French Lick?
You have a Volvo?
That's new, isn't it?
I just got it.
So you're planning on having a family?
To be fair, it
What?
does sound like
With
that.
this woman?
Her name's Sherry, Mom, and you're really putting Chris on the spot here.
You
Right,
always
I was
drove a
gonna say.
motorcycle before, didn't you?
I still got it.
Oh, well, a family man shouldn't drive a motorcycle.
So are you living together?
Mom, get out the interrogation lamp, why don't you?
It's okay. Yeah, but we're looking for something bigger in the Boston area.
I'd hold off buying a place with this woman until you look into this.
Sherry.
Well, it's actually going to come down to whatever we can afford.
I'm sorry, I just don't think that Rory should miss our dinners for something other than sickness or emergencies. That was the agreement.
Listen, I can call Sherry and have her and Rory come by after their movie. That way it won't be a totally Rory-less evening.
That's not what I want.
I think that's an overreact.
Big time.
That's just Emily.
I'll go see what I can do.
Also,
I think she's
tell me what's
upset
going on
that
here?
Chris is moving on.
How can you let that horrible woman take Rory like that?
It's only one night.
That's how it starts. She's just getting her claws into her. We'll never see Rory again if that woman has her
Oh
way.
my God.
Hold it. Rory is my daughter, you know. I have some control.
Christopher gets his life together with that woman.
So, that's good.
It should have been you. You know it too, and deep down I know you're heartbroken.
I'm not heartbroken.
Well, I am.
Mom, the timing was never right for us.
That's because you dawdle time away.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
You could have been the person to help him get his life together, but you made no effort.
Oh, so now this comes down to something I didn't do? Don't put that on me, Mother.
Your
just not
destiny was
nice.
to be with Christopher, and now it's too late.
Then it wasn't our destiny. We should be happy for him.
You're impossible. I need to lie down. Tell Christopher. Tell him whatever you like. I don't care.
That was way out there.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
You don't seem your chipper self.
Just trying to
I love
recover
him.
from last night. It was one of those nights where you start off stepping in quicksand and end up with a 16-ton anvil landing on your head. So, I'm dying to hear about your night with Sherry. How was it?
She's a very cautious driver. She doesn't roll through stop signs, doesn't speed. She always signals before she turns.
What's her music taste?
Big Bruce Springsteen fan. Seen him like 20 times.
Blue-collar roots, or is she just slumming?
Her father owned a shoe store and her mom taught kindergarten. She was definitely in bonding mode.
What else?
She's very touchy-feely. Hand on the shoulder, lots of hugs. She's got some specific goals now concerning children.
Oh, here we go.
She wants at least 2.
She seems great.
I thought she's completely fine.
Took Mom the whole 5 minutes before she self-combusted and left the room in tears.
What?
Yeah.
She freaked out that you were with Sherry. Can you believe that?
Well, what did she think? That you were gonna come home and find a rabbit boiling on the stove?
No, it had to do with her and Christopher.
Is she mad at me?
No, the angel child never. Did you ever picture us potentially together, like we are family together?
Well, not really. Well, I'll admit that I have pictured the 3 of us living together various times, but in the way that all kids picture their strange parents living together.
So, should it have been me?
Huh? Oops. Sorry, 0 hour. I have to go. I'll be right back.
That's not a fair question to ask Rory.
No.
I would
the fact
not.
that it
I would
affects you.
at no point in my life have enjoyed my mother asking me if her and my dad should have stayed together.
Right?
Like, can I get out of this car?
You said 10 to 6. That's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thanks for your time.
I mean, Kirk has every job in Stars
Every
Hollow.
job, yeah.
Cheryl, are you okay?
I've been running around this stupid square for over an hour.
No, it got changed to 10. I told my mom, and she said she'd pass it on. She didn't pass it on, did she?
Definitely not.
Shout out to him for staying, though.
I was gonna
would've
say,
left.
Michelle really helping out.
Away from me, evil girl.
But-
Never will I do anything for you again, ever, ever, never.
That was really nice of him to be involved in a shenanigan.
It was.
We had such a great time last night. So I hear your dinner was good. Bye, Lorelai. Thanks for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye.
I never thought she'd freak over Rory not being there like that. I never wanted to put you in that position. You know, Sherry had a really good time last night. I hope Rory did too.
Yeah, she seemed to.
Good.
I was just thinking, you know, all these years, no matter what my relationship status has been, I think I've always had you in the back of my mind. You and I have been so linked in my mind that I think I have unconsciously sabotaged every decent relationship because I was waiting for you. And I shouldn't have been. I see you settling down with Sherry. I think I can move beyond it.
Now he's
How
mad.
dare you put that on me?
I'm just thanking you.
Well, don't. Damn it, Lorelai, you're dumping 15 years of unhappiness on me?
Wow.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get that.
You're blaming me for breaking up with Max and not marrying him? That's all my fault?
No, I
did nothing.
I did not
deserve
get that.
I'm not saying that you did.
Did you want me to apologize to you for ruining your life or comfort you and say, there, everything's gonna be all right?
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, yeah.
Christopher.
Awkward for so many reasons.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Lorelai. She just took L after L this episode. That's
she
not cool.
did.
I didn't get that at all.
I thought she handled everything really well. I think that she thought her relationship with Christopher was good enough that she could come clean about how she was feeling and him be at least a little bit understanding. And for him to get that defensive and fly off the handle like that, he was way out of line.
It was very defensive.
She wasn't blaming him for anything.
No.
She was blaming herself.
It was her. It was her letting go. I didn't say anything about you, man. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. That's... maybe he feels some sort of guilt then. I don't know.
Yeah, that felt like projection, right?
To get that defensive over that, it's like, all right.
Yeah, I disagree with him. I felt like what she was... I didn't know where she was going at first. I was like, why are you bringing this up? Are you going to, like... Was she confessing she has feelings or something like that? Which I thought would have been a really bad idea.
That's a bad idea.
And really unfair because he was in this good relationship.
Yeah.
Really unfair. But that's not what she did. She said, you know what? I'm glad that you guys came down. Now I can kind of... But
be at ease and,
I can be at peace and let go, and I can be happy for you and go on with my life. All he had to do was smile and nod and leave.
Say, I'm happy. Thank you.
Yeah. I am happy, and I hope you get to be happy.
But I think this shows that maybe he has some feelings too.
Gotta be, right? Is that, you think that's his frustration, really? That like, oh, now that I'm not available, now you're giving me what I want.
Yeah.
Now you're saying the things I've wanted to hear. Maybe
I think so. And
that's fair.
But at the same time, they hooked up in season 1.
They did, didn't they?
Remember that? Like that.
Yeah,
there's been opportunity.
He proposed.
Yeah. There's been opportunity for them to be together. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to read. So many of these characters are so complicated because like,
they
you
really
don't
are.
know what they're thinking ever.
And they've got so much junk going on, which
everybody's got something going on.
Which is great in the writing, right? That's real shows with all real people have junk going on in their head, and they'll react to different stimuli in different way, and people's buttons get pushed in unpredictable ways.
Sure.
It's why the writing is always so good on this show.
Yeah.
And this is one of those moments. It's like, Christopher's got some stuff to process here still. Yeah.
I always enjoy seeing Christopher in the show.
Right.
I do like him.
I do too.
When we first met him, I was like, this guy. But now I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I was really skeptical of all. Remember the first episode was pretty red flaggy.
We were hating on him a little bit. Yeah.
Well, he did come to town to propose, and
he did.
Don't tell your mom I have no money, and
But I like how they co-parent Rory. I really
I do. Too, yeah.
His
redemption arc has been really good until this moment.
Mm-hmm. So I want another Christopher episode.
Oh, we will.
It'll probably be down the road a little bit. I think he'll be back eventually, but like I want to pick up after this. I don't want to move on from this yet. I'm hung up on that now.
I'm sure. I mean, it was a big blow up at the end of the episode. I'm sure the next time we see Christopher, if it's next episode or later this season or whatever, I think it'll get brought up. I don't think we're done with it, but I think the anger is going to be.
Yeah. Also, quickly, I want to talk about Emily. She's so. Crazy,
yeah,
for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But like you just kind of have to laugh. But you think about it, like if your parent is saying those things to you,
right,
you can't just shrug it off. It's gonna get to you a little bit, right? I mean, like she's dealt with this her whole life, so I'm sure she can kind of process certain things. But that would be kind of a kick in the teeth a little bit.
I'm with you on that. But think about, we all have people in our family. I certainly do. That you would get in a conversation with, or friends, people you work with, whatever, people you have a close relationship with. And in this case, it happens to be Emily, right? That everything's cool, but every once in a while, they're just going to have that day where the same crap is going to be like, oh, we're doing this again today. Yeah. Whether it's like a family member that you see at holidays or a friend you hang out with or someone you work with, it's like, okay, they're going through this day again. Yeah. And you just ride the roller coaster with them, knowing that it's going to end. You really know what the ride is. Like, I thought that was nuts, obviously, and I thought it was way too extreme. But at some point, I think Lorelai needs to stop being so surprised by them when they happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point, you've got to be like, we're doing this again.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Some things I think she can just kind of shrug off. But
she does.
But with Christopher, it is close to home. You know what I mean?
It is, right.
You know, and I don't think that she's going to be feeling better about the Christopher situation anytime soon, especially,
No.
especially after his blow up there.
No, God, right?
Yeah, so...
She just, you said it yourself, right? She took it in the teeth this episode a couple times, and I thought she handled everything really well. One, it was kind of weird the way she's like, what's her name? Sherry, thank you. Was like, we don't have to be friends. We don't have to get to know each other. We don't have to see each other. I think that's just nervous energy that you can kind of write off. That doesn't make Sherry a bad person or her motives don't seem weird. I just think she's coming on really strong with some weird energy because she is nervous. She's built this up in her head. It's a big deal. It's like a first date that sometimes you're like, I am not coming across great right now.
Exactly.
You know, and that's kind of what that was. So you can really forgive her for that. I think she handled everything really well.
She was really nice.
Lorelai did as well as I think you could in this situation because it is awkward. Yeah. And she was processing the fact that I just realized I still had the maybe Christopher and I get together feelings, and a whole bunch of other things. Lorelai's allowed to process things in the way she needs to process them. She wasn't
an individual.
She wasn't harsh. She wasn't unfair. We've seen her be harsh and unfair before.
We have.
And she wasn't in this episode. I thought she was great. I thought she was delightful. There were times that seemed to get a little close, particularly when Christopher and her were leaving, going out to the Jeep. I thought she got a little
for a second there.
A little close. I was like, are we getting close to the line of you being unreasonable? She wasn't. I thought she was lovely.
And he handled that situation well.
Everybody handled everything well except for Emily in the moment of I thought you and Christopher were going to get together, and then you confessing that to Christopher and his response.
I didn't expect that kind of blow up. Like, don't you put that on me? Like in a diner, like publicly.
Yeah, he
like,
straight
whoa,
lost it there.
He did. And look, like I said, maybe it rubbed in the wrong. Obviously, it rubbed in the wrong way. But like, really, that kind of response? So something's going on there.
I think you might be right. I think it might be that he's always had feelings for her, always wanted to be with her, has forced himself to move on with somebody else who seems great. And the minute she's like, I've always kind of thought we'd be back together, and that's what pissed him off, right? They're like, oh, so this whole time it could have been you and me?
Yes.
That I think you're right. I
Because
think
you
that might
don't
be
respond that way.
Not to a normal
that
conversation.
Conversation.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, man.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
I'm very excited to see what happens in the next episode. We'll catch you then, guys. Thanks.
See ya.